Believe me when I tell you, this is not a sales tactic. Nothing on that website is being restocked, ever. I'm working on a kind of a brand idea since I realised how long it takes for the other brand to get products to Europe. Hello and welcome to Sunday, October 13th. Yeah, 13th. It's Sunday afternoon-ish, midday-ish, 10 past 1. I'm having a coffee at my desk, which as you can see is a lot more empty than it has been for the last 67 videos. Why is that? Well, it's because my 3D printer kicked the bucket a couple of months ago. Well, I tried to do a print a couple of months ago and it wouldn't work. So I said, right, it's time to get it off the desk and get rid of it. It's not really worth anything, so I'm going to try and contact a few people, get into a few groups, well I am in a few groups, and see if anyone needs parts and just get rid of it that way. There's a load of leftover filament. It's sitting over here, by the way, off the edge of the desk. I have a load of filament. Is my microphone on my hoodie? It is. No, that's not filament. That is. So I have a load of these reels of material called filament that I have no use for now and that are only really able to be used with those printers, that specific printer. So I'm gonna see if anyone wants those. I do have other rolls of filament down there as well that will work with any printer. So just gonna try and get rid of it all, to be honest, because I ain't doing no 3D printing anymore, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whatever way you look at it. It was quite a time consuming process to a certain extent, but it was literally printing money, which was cool. It was a cool thing for a while. That printer cost me, I can't remember if it was a little over or a little under $1,000, but for the return I got out of it, that was insane. I would say that printer, I'm not even going to guess how much turnover it made. In terms of the margin on the material, those reels are like, they were 25 or 30 quid. The prints I was getting out of them was insane. Return on investment, positive. Would recommend. Although if anything goes wrong, it's a disaster. Especially if there's a time constraint on the project that you're doing. Having to get up every hour and a half for one particular project that I was doing on an ongoing basis. Having to get up every hour and a half during the night to stop it and take out the pieces, restart it again, which would take like 15 minutes at a time. That wasn't ideal, but it was at a time when I had virtually no money, which was, so it was nice to be able to do that. What am I waffling on about? This is a 3-minute clip that I've said absolutely nothing in so far. It is now the middle of October and I haven't recorded anything. I've pretty much spent every day of October so far sitting in my new office, not my new office, my newly utilised office in ZOMA HQ. I've been racking up hours and racking up projects and racking up work. The productivity has gone through the roof there, which I'm gonna hopefully replicate here now as well. It's been a good month. We had lined up a meeting with the Arabian embassy at the start of the month that was cancelled. I don't think it's been rescheduled. We were supposed to have a meeting with the Maltese embassy during the week just gone, which has been rescheduled for a couple of weeks' time. We're waiting on a confirmed date, or maybe we have it already, for the UK embassy in a couple of weeks also. The budget came out a couple of weeks ago in Ireland and really irritated me to a certain extent. It's partly why I'm gonna do a little bit of work in this, which is a personalized moleskin notebook from Mr. Gary Fox. Thank you, Gary, which I got a couple of months ago and haven't utilized at all. So I'm going to start filling in some notes there because I'm still trying to determine what I'm doing with this personal brand and where I want to go. I do have a rough guide of the direction I want to go in, but I need to define it more and how I can develop content around that to have that goal come to fruition. Over the last couple of weeks, if you're on the Coffee&Kimuras email list, you'll have seen that we added products to the website, which were the defective shorts from a couple of months ago. I think I spoke about this in the September video, but we put them up. Good few of them have sold, put them up at a reduced rate, obviously. Quite a few of them have sold off, which is nice, just kind of getting some sort of return on those products, regaining some of the cost that we put into those. And yeah, we're going to try and keep pushing those. Now, I will go into detail about what the plan is for next year with Coffee&Kimuras, because obviously it is changing, and I did touch on that in the last video, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail this week with you on a clip. Last Monday, we did another business development executive started with us at ZOMA, so team's growing again, looking to take on someone else in a specific position who, I think I spoke with this in the last video as well, but we haven't spoke to him yet. We'll see how that goes. And this week we're reviewing 4 tender applications that we're going to put in alongside 3 or 4 that we've put in the last couple of weeks. We've gotten one of those, and one of the ones that we're reviewing this week is related to that one, and hopefully we can take part in that too, get that all as one big project, which would be fun. And I'm still working on development for 2 apps. So yeah, it's all happening, it's all going well, and I've decided to take up running. Why I've done that, I do not know. I've got a sudden urge that I would like to do a 100k run race, something like that, next year at some stage. Whether it'll happen next year or not, I don't know, but by the year after, I'd like to do it. My rationale for this, I think I spoke about this in the last video as well, is that if you're doing a marathon, me anyway, I would have a time goal. Don't know what that time goal would be because I've never run more than 10k. Let's say it's 3.5 hours. If my time goal is 3.5 hours, I would be training dramatically and physically and heavily and focused towards that goal, and there'll be a lot of training involved. Versus a 100k, to me, is more of a mental challenge than a physical challenge. And I wouldn't be worried about what my time is, I just want to complete it. So if that means that I have to walk for 80k, I'll walk for 80k. Obviously, that wouldn't be the plan, but I would do whatever I would have to do just to finish the race. I wouldn't care what the time is. So I think it's a little bit of a different challenge, a mental challenge, and something that I think I'd like to test myself with. In saying that, I have been training because I got a pair of runners, which are absolutely, completely and utterly bright white and are not a winter pair at all, which is a good move at this time of the year. But I have been doing a little bit of running, inside and outside, depending on the weather, and enjoying it a little bit. So I'm still getting my lifting in, bit of running, bit of jiu-jitsu. Missed about 3 weeks of training there, but I've done a couple of sessions over the last couple of weeks, and I'll be training again tonight. Oh, I think that's everything. No, it's not everything. One more thing. If you're watching this now, it means that it's the start of November or later, and that means that there's at least one of the 2 feature videos that I recorded recently is now on YouTube, which is my journey to entrepreneurship. So click up there and watch that. It's up there, isn't it? No, it's over my left shoulder. It's up there. 68 episodes in, and I still haven't got that perfected, which side it is. Anyway, go and watch that. I haven't seen the first draft yet as of the point of recording this, but it's going to be coming out next Saturday, and I think it's going to be a good, engaging video detailing my story. I've got to where I am now. Hopefully you get a little bit more context about that process and that journey. Right, that's all. I'm going to do a little bit of work here. Meet that guy at some stage this afternoon, hopefully. Do a little bit of reading. I'm reading a book on Steve Cohen at the minute, by the way. If you don't know who Steve Cohen is quite a famous investor. The book is called, sorry, I'm just trying to keep me bookmark in. The book is called Black Edge. Steve Cohen is who the show Billions is based on, and I really like that show. So now I'm reading the story behind the actual real life Bobby Axelrod, and it's engaging, it's thrilling. I started last week and I'm already halfway through. Quite good. I'm going to read a little bit this morning, I'm going to read a little bit more this afternoon, and then go to training this evening. That's all. See you later on.
That's what they say, right? Yeah, get top. Watch out for the red dot when you're popping and wanna say.
Alright, just had a phone call off to the site. He's early. I like when people are early. Howdy, I'm in the office. I'm going to take my new tripod off my camera. Got a new tripod. Much more sturdy than the old one. A little bit easier to set up my camera now, and less worrying about if it's going to fall over. But I'm clumsy sometimes, so it probably still will. Alright, what day is it? It's Wednesday. Microphone's over here. I just realised you probably haven't been able to hear me for most of that clip. It's Wednesday evening, it's 5:30, everyone's gone. And really, honestly and truly, I was going to leave here an hour ago, but it is lashing. Oh, has it stopped? Oh, it stopped raining. Right, I might go home now. When I went to leave, it was lashing rain. I was like, I'll just keep working in. I've just been in the office really. I was actually on the site yesterday, keeping an eye on things. Here's my roofer calling me. I'll be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Right, my roof is covered. Well, the felt's on it. I ordered something, a product for myself that I've been using a basic variation of for the last 6 months or more actually. And I ordered a viral brand version. Well, I'm not going to say a viral brand version, but a popular brand version. Probably the most well-known brand on the market for this product. Kind of created the market for this product this year, or in the last 12 months anyway. But I've been waiting 3 weeks, I'd say, 2 or 3 weeks since I ordered it, and it still hasn't come. Give me an estimate of the 14th to the 16th of October. Today's the 16th and I don't think it's arrived yet. So I decided, you know what? Let's reach out to suppliers in China, one of which I have dealt with before for a product within Coffee&Kimuras, a very, very small product, and they do this product as well. So I said, yes. I've been working on a kind of a brand idea since I realised how long it takes for the other brand to get products to Europe, because they are clearly American based. So I've been working on a brand idea for that, and I've ordered products from 3 suppliers, test them out, hopefully have those early next week. Potentially another brand in the works because I don't have enough going on. Oh, can't help myself. All right, see you later. Bye. I'm going to do a bit more work and then leave before it starts raining again. Bye.
Damn, I'm honored to be a vessel of the gold. Spitting on the mic, dear soul. Where you wanna go? I ain't ever listening to what I've been told, cause I know the bars are too cold. So I could be air. Take away a breath, charge it for the airfare.
Hello. That light's a bit harsh. Is that too dark? We'll go with that. Hello, it's Friday evening. I'm in the office. It's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock on Friday evening. I'm still here. I'll be here for a little while longer. Partially because I'm waiting on the editor to send over the final file of the My Journey to Entrepreneurship video, which is going out tomorrow morning, hopefully. I'm also waiting on the thumbnail designer to send me the thumbnails. And the editor's also supposed to send me a trailer for this video, so if it all doesn't come together, I might just wait until next Saturday. Either way, by the time you're watching this, it's out. Go and watch it. Anyway, in the meantime, I've been having some of these. I ordered a tray of them the other day, and they came yesterday, and I had 1 can today. I have to say, taste, flavour wise, it's delicious. Very, very tasty. Very nice. This is the orange sunrise flavour. Yeah, really nice. Really, will that not focus? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice, it's tasty, and did it make me productive? Probably not. Did to a certain extent. I definitely felt something. Off it. Definitely felt like a little focused or a little zoned in or something. Not sure what the word is or what the phrase is, but yeah, definitely felt something. So they might be on to something with it. I have 12 cans of it, so we'll test it out. Might have another can tomorrow when I'm at home and I'm actually able to focus and not being distracted. Unlike when I'm here and there's people coming in and out of the office and stuff like that. Today we're doing a lot of tweaking with our systems, with our sales systems, with our automations, with our sales dashboards for reporting, getting myself and Dave and the sales team, the business development team, competitive against each other, making sure we're hitting targets, making sure we're keeping each other accountable. And still waiting on those products that I was telling you about from that brand that I've essentially ordered competitor products from a supplier in Asia for. Now, they will probably be here by the looks of things before the actual products that I ordered 2.5 weeks previous to that. So that's interesting to know. But we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, we're getting distracted. I got myself a MagSafe cover and a MagSafe stand. Very handy. Very much easier than picking my phone up and arsed about. Have it here handy in front of me. Have one in the car as well, so I can be a bit more safe in the car. Not picking up my phone or trying to prop it up looking at maps and stuff. I'm kind of waffling now. I don't really have much to... I don't really know what the update is. I don't know why I'm recording here, but I felt like I should record something and show you that I'm still working. 11.5 hours after I started this morning in the house. Just another day in paradise. That's all. Probably do have something that I should be updating on, but I don't know what it is now, so I'm just gonna leave it there and get back to work. Okay, bye.
It's my season, gotta do this for myself. Can't waste no time with people pleasing.
7:30 on a Friday evening. 13-hour day done. There's the light. Now I'm going home. And to be honest, I'm only going now because I have to pick someone up. Alarm on. Out the door. Hello and welcome to Tuesday the 22nd of October. Don't mind the slight bedhead. It's 6:32 a.m. and I do have a black nose strip on. Now that is interesting because it's not the black nose strip that I'd ordered from a brand 3 weeks ago, which still isn't here. It's a black nose strip from a Chinese supplier that I ordered last Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday, I think. Anyway, we'll see what the branded ones are like, but this one's very good. As you will have seen in a number of clips over the last 6 to 9 months, maybe longer. Not sure when I started using them, but I've been using some, using some essentially off-the-shelf nose strips. They've definitely made a difference in terms of my sleep, my focus while I'm wearing one while I'm working, which has been quite rare. I'm usually just using them when I'm sleeping, but they're definitely doing something. Now I have to say, this already is another step up. I can see that there is levels to this. At the start I was like, surely it's all the same thing really. No, it's not. Definitely not. These are way more comfortable. They're a little bit too big, to be honest. If I was to really analyze them, I think I'd like them a little narrower, thinner, but yeah, really comfortable. This one is non-woven non-woven material, and I also have cotton and rayon samples. Taking me back to the finger tape development days. Yeah, non-woven 3PET, whatever that means. Now I am going to dig into the materials, how they interact with the skin, the adhesive that's used, how it interacts with the skin and the pores in the skin. My skin is quite sensitive, so I will be a good test case. And if you haven't discovered already, this is what I was talking about when I said I was working on something new and I was waiting on something from a supplier. So yeah, we'll see. I'm working on a potential brand identity at the minute. Well, a brand name for a start, and then we'll work on a brand identity. I'm thinking about it. Speed kills. Speed also makes businesses, but at the same time I want to test these and make sure I'm happy with them. I do have mouth tape samples there. I've never actually used mouth tape before. My brother gave me a roll of, I don't think it's here, it was here, a roll of, what's it called? Some sort of tape, not microfiber, that's a cloth for cleaning. Can't think of it anyway. It's like a tape you can use to seal your mouth shut, and you can use it when you have a beard and it's not gonna, or facial hair, I'm not gonna say, well I do have a beard. You can use it with facial hair and it's not going to rip the hair off your face when you take it off. So I hadn't actually used it. I think I actually might have given it to someone. I think that's why I don't have it. But he gave it to me to try out as mouth tape, and that's probably 2 years ago. So in fairness to Connor, you're ahead of the game. Anyway, let's see how this goes. I'm waiting on samples from 2 more suppliers. Try those out. See how they go. See how they compare.
A few moments later.
Side note to my original order being 3 weeks late, or well, a week late, but it's 3 weeks since I ordered. Side note is that I'm enjoying being the customer emailing, complaining about a late order. I wouldn't say complaining, I'm kind of just like, hey, my order's late, what's going on? Because usually it's me on the other side dealing with 3PLs, couriers and irate customers waiting on orders, especially when there's a competition coming up and they have a new gi or new rash guard that they want to wear and it hasn't arrived. Enjoying being on the other side of it for once. It's not bad to take pleasure in a brand's, I'm not going to say a brand's issues. That's not fair. I'm not taking pleasure in their issues either. I know exactly what it feels like. That's why I'm not being a prick on the other end. Oh.
That's what they say, right? Yeah, get top. Watch out for the red dot when you're popping and wanna set shots up a guy. Ready for anything. Just to my balance of ready for anything. I'm selling everything and get it by any means. I'm not one to start shit. Crabs in a bucket, I'm sending butt shots to the back of the barrel. My passion's apparently packing the crack that the pass in the back of the stairwell. Cause it has met.
Howdy, it's Thursday morning, 8:45 in the office. I've been up since 5:30 doing some work at home. Why? I'm yawning already. I'm gonna need another coffee shortly. I have been ideating some brand names for the brand hint that I'm working on, that I'm developing, that I'm considering. So obviously I've tried these samples over the last couple of days. They're all very good. I'm still waiting on some existing brands, orders that I had put in to arrive so I can test those and see what the comparison is like. But anyway, it's looking good. I have some ideas. I'm still not fully set on a brand name yet, and over the next I don't know, this weekend's quite busy with stuff with the house, so over the next week or so I'm going to try and finalise that brand name, finalise the brand identity, whip up something quick and get some products in and see what we can do. I'm aiming for like a January launch. The idea behind the brand is about maximising your potential. I think that time of year is a good time of year essentially for launching a brand like that, so we'll see how that goes. That's the plan over the next couple of days. To be honest, I haven't shown you much this month because it has been me at the desk at home and me at the desk here, and that's been it really, which is essentially why I've changed from the weekly to the monthly videos. It was very, very difficult to create engaging content on a weekly basis. So considering that this whole month has been like that, it's been tough to create engaging content within a whole month. Although I did release some engaging content in terms of the video that I released a couple of weeks ago, my journey to entrepreneurship, which I retitled to something like I escaped the rat race by building brands online. Seems to have clicked quite well. I've got some feedback that it is a style that I should do more of, and there is a similar style of video coming in terms of the story of Coffee&Kimuras, which will be out in a few weeks. Still working on scripting out a few more. I'm going to try and shoot like 5 videos in one day soon and get those edited quickly and turned around. So the aim is still one of these behind the scenes vlog videos every month and a feature video every month. I'm going to try and push that next year to 1 vlog and 2 feature videos a month, and we'll see how it goes, see how the reaction goes, see what difference it makes, see if the effort I'm putting into those videos pays off over time. I'm also trying to consciously consider my words and my speaking. It's something that I wanted to do through this kind of video recording process. It's something that I wanted to focus on, wanted to improve my diction, is that the word? Wanted to improve my speech, essentially, make it more efficient. No unnecessary ahs, filler words, kinda, like, those types of things. Even saying those types of things is probably some sort of filler phrase. So my editor might have a little bit of work cut out from in terms of cutting out little pauses and stuff like that. That's another one. Anyway, which is another one. We've had a girl in for the last few days on a kind of a work experience basis. Kind of, that's another one. Maeve has been in on a work experience basis this week. Seems to have enjoyed herself. Today's her last day. So we're going to give her a little going away gift. A little branded gift. And a reward for the work she's put in this week. It's actually been quite valuable. She's done some research work for us. And it has given us kind of different angles to think about Munched from, in terms of content production, which we're heavy on at the minute because the app is almost ready to go. I have a call at 9:30 now. One of the last calls we're going to have, hopefully the app should be ready to go in the next 2 weeks. Jack shot a video. We got an actor in last week to help him shoot a video to promote this app, and I don't know where he is with the edit. He was working on it this week. So hopefully we'll get a first draft of that to watch today or tomorrow, and then be ready to launch in November, which is exciting. This has been a very static clip. I've been probably concentrating too much on not saying any filler words, and I've just sat very rigid in the chair. But that's the update. I came across a cool venue in somewhere in the UK. I think it's just outside London, and I'd love to do something similar here. There's a couple of sites, kind of vacant sites, kind of derelict, kind of abandoned old businesses, I suppose, around here that I'd love to do up using this system, this kind of layout, this concept. I have too many ideas. If someone wants to give me money and actually operate these ideas, I'll just give you the ideas, take a cut and let you work away. It'll be very fun. Anyway, let's go make a coffee and do a bit of work.
A few moments later.
Oh, I knew there was an update I had to give you. Speaking of coffee, I spilt not a full cup. I spilt half a cup of coffee on my laptop on Tuesday. Didn't seem to affect the keypad, but it did affect the trackpad. Very much so affected the trackpad. I tried to power through it for most of the day. Mid-afternoon, I said, you know what, I'm going home. I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to try and fix it, and hopefully not have to go to Belfast to the Apple store tomorrow, which was yesterday. Went home, realised that the screwdrivers or the tools that I have based on the iPhone are not going to work for the MacBook. So restarted a few times, didn't really seem to do too much, did it once more, and that's fine. How coffee liquid damage is sorted by turning it off and turning it back on again, I will never know. The magic of off and on again. Alright, see you later, bye. Alright, will it sit on Crook Park? Yes, you will. Hello, it's, what day is it? Wednesday evening, it's the 30th of October. It's 6:45, I'm still in the office. I'm getting in the habit of just staying here and doing a bit of work instead of going home to get my gym gear and coming back to basically where I've been all day to go to the gym. So I'm just hanging around here for a while, do a bit of extra work. No wasting time sitting in the car, arsing about at home and then going back to the gym. So I'm going to go to the gym shortly, a bit more work to do here. But I just realised I forgot to record an outro for the October video. So this is the outro. When I say I forgot to record one, I just haven't really had anything to record. It's just been a lot of the same, a lot of at this desk doing stuff on that. That's it. We had a really good call this morning with a potential client, a company that I actually would have dealt with in a previous role in the engineering industry. A throwback to the good old days. Apart from that, we have a call in the morning, which should be one of the last calls before the Munched app is ready to go. My phone has been buzzing with updates on that app all day, so hopefully it is almost there. I've just been finalising some of the legal side terms and privacy policy and stuff like that. We have a couple of mock-ups to do for the App Store, and then that will be ready to go. So By the time you're watching this, no, it won't be ready by the time you're watching this because this is probably going to go out on Saturday. By the time the next video comes out, the app will definitely be in the App Store. So if you're in or around Dundalk, primarily, you're going to be able to use that app. We're starting to work on other locations outside of that. There is a few outside of Dundalk as well, but we're going to expand that over time. We kind of eased back on some of the business development on that side until the app is ready. So that's almost ready to go, which is great news. Great news. Phone's buzzing. I've actually kind of determined, I don't know if I spoke about this in a previous clip this month, but I determined the general direction of my personal brand journey of what I'm doing here with this. I've scripted out a number of videos that I'm going to be shooting over the next couple of weeks. They're going to start to roll out. It's going to be a little bit more informational, educational, entertainment based. Also, in 2 weeks from when you're watching this, assuming you're watching it the day it comes out, which if you're not, you should have been. In 2 weeks, the Coffee&Kimuras origin story video. Is that what I'm calling it? The origin story, the birth. Anyway, the story of how Coffee&Kimuras came about is coming out in a couple of weeks on the 16th of November, almost at October, the 16th of November. So that'll be a fun little story. There is a lot of overlap with the My Journey to Entrepreneurship video from a couple of weeks ago. And also, so today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, an email is going out to the Coffee&Kimuras email list. And on Friday, I will be posting a video on socials, Coffee&Kimuras socials, about the scale down of the brand. So by the time you're watching this video, regardless of when you're watching it, everything on the Coffee&Kimuras site is discounted. So go to coffeekimuras.com and get your hands on some of that before it completely sells out, because it will not be restocked. There is nothing on that website that will be restocked. Believe me when I tell you, this is not a sales tactic. Nothing on that website is being restocked, ever. What I do with it next year, I still haven't fully decided. I have some designs and I have some limited edition collection ideas that I want to do. If I do it, I don't know. The more I've kind of gone through this process of scaling down the brand and kind of publicizing that side of it, I've almost half checked out, which is a shame. I don't want it to end like this. I don't want the brand to just peter out after 6 years, 7 years really, when you include kind of all the pre-brand development and product sourcing and all of that stuff. We'll see. It's time dependent. It's capital dependent as well, but it's time dependent. I don't know. I still want to be involved in jiu-jitsu, and that is where the Subvault idea is going to come in. So if things push in that direction, I might just focus on that. And clothing's difficult, man. Clothing is difficult. That's October. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the upcoming Coffee&Kimuras origin story video. I hope you enjoy the upcoming videos that I have also planned. And I hope you enjoy next month's November video. Stick around, subscribe, there's a lot coming. It's going to be fun. All right, see you later. Bye. I don't know why I'm getting up. I'm not going anywhere. Just turning off the camera. When did I do that?